friends, John LaRuffa here again for another unbiased unboxing, and today we are going to be pulling in this massive box for the collector's edition of Trickerion. So this guy is girthy. Look at all this. I mean, it's got to be at least a 10-pound box here. So anyway, we're going to open this up in front of your very eyes. So be prepared for a master of illusion as we figure out what's inside this box. No illusions here, folks, just the truth. All right, so first and foremost, you'll notice that this box has a serial number on it. So this is how many copies they have printed, and apparently this is the copy that I have, 1166. So that's kind of cool. Again, this box is huge. Very, very, very nice artwork. Very nice presentation on the box. Really like what I'm seeing here. Just looks very professional. So one of the things I know about these kind of games is that they're beefy. All right. So many of you have played some of the other ones, or maybe Trickerion yourself. I have not had a chance to play Trickerion, so this is a brand new experience for me. But I have played some of their other games, Anachrony being one, Cerebra. Those were really good, very enjoyable. So when it came to looking at this one, this immediately caught my attention a while ago, and I was very interested in giving it a try. But I couldn't find it. It had kind of already become an obscure item, kind of gone out of print. So when this Kickstarter happened, I was extremely excited to get my hands on it. Then, of course, the Kickstarter went through massive delays and everything else, so it is what it is. That's Kickstarter for you. But it looks like this back part of it is, well, obviously not attached to the box. And we're going to have a good look at the Kickstarter exclusive components as well, just to see what you get from that standpoint. Also, it should be noted that when I got my copy, I had a little bag in here of a couple of just wooden discs that are extras, apparently, for the collector's edition. So they must have somehow missed getting into the box. And in the back of the box here, it looks like we have some different symbols that are, again, a nice touch. So that's enough about this. Let's see what's inside this bad boy. All right. So bringing her on open, which takes some serious doing. All right, there we go. No artwork inside the box. No big deal on that. Not too upset. Nice looking rule book. Very, very nice art. I mean, this game, again, I've come to expect these kinds of things from this particular company. Just top-notch components. Top-notch for what you get with regards to the artwork. And rulebook has got some beef to it, no doubt about it. But, Mind Clash Games usually does a pretty good, thorough job of explaining their games. So very excited to dig into this one. Looks like a couple examples here on the back. And then, as always, I love a good symbology and kind of appendix, so to speak, right in the back to help with the playing. Okay, then we've got my favorite of all thing, the one-player guide. So I can't wait to do that. That's a big selling point for me, of course. If you know me, you know that I love solo games, and this has it in spades. Just like some of their other games like Anachrony and Cerebra, Mind Clash Games seems to do a really good job at this. And then the expansion also in this box as well. So the expansion rulebook, of course, the same style, and it goes through all of the different things. This game is going to be quite beefy, I'm sure, when it comes to actually learning this bad boy. And I didn't give you a chance to peep inside the one player. Looks like the solo bot's going to take also a little doing to figure that out. Okay, let's see what we got here. Looks like we have 5 different boards. Nice player boards. They're double-sided. Let's see if there's any difference on the side here. I don't see any difference at the beginning just looking at it, but I might be overlooking something. One side's got a cat on it. The other side does not. So it looks like, oh, I bet, okay, yeah, definitely some differences here on the side with the cat. Probably going to offer something with regards to, the expansion or something like that, but we don't know. We'll find out. Okay, and then we've got punch boards galore as I look to see there's a lot of them here, folks, which is not a bad deal at all. I love punching things out when they're easy, so I will punch one or two of these out just to make sure they're going to come out in easy fashion for everybody. Give you an idea what you're going to be dealing with when you go to punch this game. Variety of colorful tokens. Looks like good thickness on the cardboard. Not too thick where it'll fray, not too thin where it'll bend. So very excited to look at those. All right, let me push this over here so you folks at home get a better view. All right, and then it looks like we got sideboard. So this is going to be for the expansion for sure. Here's what you get with that. Lots of iconography, as usual with these games. Lots of iconography. 4-player side, 2 and 3-player side. Hey, do you hear those elephants upstairs? Those are my kids, folks. Just, you know, bouncing around, moving chairs, that sort of thing. Forget about the fact that I asked them nicely to just take it easy for a little bit. All right. Anyway, beautiful looking board. Beautiful to behold. Lots of different artwork on this thing. Really looks nice. Has a very old-fashioned look from a standpoint of the art, which is great because I know this is kind of a game that celebrates. I'm getting the impression of kind of a maybe an early 20th century feel to it from a standpoint of tricks and illusion. It looks like one side we've got probably that's looking like an expansion side because you've got more going on in here versus this first side. No, I made a mistake. Maybe it's just night, maybe it's just day. Who knows? We'll see. We'll take a look. But that's the board right there. Okay, and then we've got the game trays that came with this. So I know this is one of the things that was a little bit of a bonus with this this edition here. It has some game trays. And those might be part of all of them right now for the collector's edition. We've got some custom dice. So I've had some fans tell me that custom dice are important to kind of check out, and I totally agree. So sorry for not giving you that full look in the earlier videos that I did, but here we go. Different things on these dice. Signs that I'm going to have to interpret. Looks like signs from a standpoint of which things are going to be activated and which ones aren't. Pretty good plastic dice, not too heavy. Pretty easy rolling. Again, not too heavy, but not too light either. Kind of in the middle. And then here's some more custom dice. Looks like we've got several different symbols here, probably having to do with the different resources in the game, different colors. Very nice. Not printed, but they're indented and painted, so those should help last. And looks like the paint job and everything went really well here, so you guys can see really crisp. Really crisp. Okay. All right. Again, same kind of girth there. And then we've got the old token acrylic gems. Nothing new there, just the orange gems. Some small cards. Okay, these are the miniature size. Probably not the mini USA, probably the mini Euro, just a guess. And some metal coins. Let's take a listen to these individually wrapped metal coins here. Definitely heavy. There's where your girth is going to come in. All right. So you can definitely feel the weight there. And metal coins are just plain simple more fun. Don't know why they are. They just are. Just makes it feel like real currency. You know, just adds to that flavor. So that's good. They're all similar quality, different colors, of course. That one looks like it's a shilling. And again, different style coins here for you guys. Okay, so we've taken a look at game tray number 1. Now we've got some of these little side... Oh, these are punch... Let's see. So, looks like several different sideboards here. Again, great feel. Little thin. These are a little thin on that side. Probably about the same type of thickness as those earlier boards. And then here's some much thicker punch boards for these tokens. These are double thickness compared to the ones that I was showing you earlier. All right. We got some bags. Kind of a burlap, not a cloth. Printed. Look pretty good. Mine does not seem to have any frays. Looks like the stitching is good. All right, same thing here. Stitching is good. Sans phrase, that's good. And then a mysterious different color one. Looks like we're going to be in good shape with those bags. Like it. Some more game trays. We're going to load up with components. More game trays. We're going to load up with components. Several of them, as a matter of fact. Token bags. Right. My gosh, a lot of good components here. If you like components, you're in for a treat. These, my friend, now this is a player aid. Holy cow. So, I mean, good to be able to have it. I'm glad they printed this many of them, because if you really need all these, then everybody needs to have a copy. But looks like a full explanation of what you're going to do. So that's going to be helpful. Turn order on the back. All these are the same. Again, these are the Magician workbooks, the different player aids. There are 4 of them. And then we've got Dawn of Technology expansion right there. Some of the rules for that. So that's the sideboards that we were just talking about. Explanation of those. Cool, cool, cool. And then the expansion for these bad boys from a standpoint of your player aid. So, needless to say, folks, if you're cracking open a copy of this, you better be ready for a little learning, because I have a feeling it's going to take a serious amount of time to learn this game. That's okay. That's all right. I like rich games. I do. I definitely do. Okay, some more sideboards. Looks like different characters here. Probably for different characters in the game. Shocker, I know. I, myself, am just so smart. But looks like they're double-sided. So get one or the other, not both, kind of thing. Those are very good quality. Thinner, not too thin. Not as thin as these other little guys. Well, maybe they are. Maybe it's just these are smaller. Okay. And then finally some tops here. Another game tray. This thing certainly has a lot of bling to it. And then the final, in the bottom, we've got these sets of cards here. Let's open up these cards, see what we're getting at. Okay. So packaging is just fine here. Let me go ahead and get this open without tearing a hole in the side or scuffing the sides of these cards, if I can manage it. Maybe, yep, there we go. All right, so let's take a look at the finishment, if you will, the finish. How about that? How about some English? All right, the finish of these cards. So what do we got here? Slightly on the thinner side, not too thin, and it has that embossed feel to it. But they're very good quality, it seems. Good, they're flowing well. They're a little big for sleeving. My guess is these, you're going to have to get some of the tarot-sized card sleeves if you want to sleeve these bad boys. A little large for that end. Hopefully they hold up. I don't like to get a ton of custom card sleeves if I don't have to. But different backings, as you can see here. I'll have to check that out. You're getting a lot of glare, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's these. All right, and then we've got 2 stacks of these guys. They look like they're a little bit smaller than poker-sized cards. Probably the standard Euro. Maybe they're poker size. Again, this looks like the same finish. I'm not going to go through the whole thing for you, but perhaps you would like to see a little of the artwork, so maybe I shall. Again, the artwork is a joy to behold in this game. No complaints there whatsoever. All right, so we've got some different cards here. Looking really good. Really good artwork. Master of Chains, huh? Ew. Self-decapitation. All right. So, lots of different tricks. These are probably trick cards here. But I could be wrong. Looks very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, a whole slew of those guys. Different backs. To look at the differences here. To count all these guys. So that's an example of the smaller cards. And then I think you get more of the same on this deck right here. And then some of these smaller decks right here. We're going to crack this open, see what we got. See if I can do it without making a mess of things. Okay. Okay, same finish on these guys, same card thickness. Being that they're smaller though, they don't feel as flimsy. Not too surprising there. How about I show you the other side? So it looks like we got a lot of different small cards here. We're going to have to do some serious exploring to figure out what this is all about. But good solid quality. These feel a lot like your Fantasy Flight, you know, Arkham Horror, Eldritch Horror kind of card. It's probably the same size too. Has that feel to it. Really high quality. All right, and last thing to take a look at is how easy do these things punch? So we want to know. Okay, that came out quite easily. That was easy, nice punching, no problems there. And let's see one or two of these other boards. Just to give you a feel, folks, of what you're getting into. Oh yeah, these will come out in no time. Nice. I like that. Sometimes it gets just so nerve-wracking when you have components that don't want to punch out correctly. All right, so that is the whole deal, the whole shebang. Longer unboxing than usual, but I figured that you'd appreciate it since it is such a joy to behold such a large game. So again, this is an unbiased unboxing with John LaRuffa, and I hope you have a great time. And if you're getting this game, be prepared. Looks like there's some studying to do before you can jump in and be a master illusionist. Take care, everybody.